Hey everyone, it's Ross from Mythic Mountain Folk Tabletop Club. What you're about to watch is one of our ongoing original Dungeons & Dragons campaign games set in the shared grand campaign setting of Otherworld. This uses the old school setting and mega dungeon module, Gunderholfen. Welcome to our table. Like, subscribe, and share, and thanks for joining us. Gunderholfen. Ancient. Abandoned dwarven hold. Battleground. Hero's Bane. A tomb of treasure seekers. Gunderholfen is a classic, old-school, exploration-focused sandbox-style mega-dungeon. Will we be clever enough to survive?
Of A-Rock, of Light's Tide. Darkened Tide is officially over, but it doesn't feel like it. Nobody told Arain that Darkened Tide was over, and it is still cold, and it's actually very snowy out. There's been thick snow and thicker fog the last week. Traveling through snowy terrain will take longer than unsnowed terrain. So each hex will take you about 50% longer. So 2 hexes will take 3 hours instead of 1 to 1. This may mean a slight change in your travel plans, and it may mean a slight increase in how much you're going to have to pay dudes if you want to bring dudes with you. Now, to understand the plan was to attempt to hire some mercenaries.
Yeah, I think we should get a few for our trek, and if we can pick up a proper henchman, I think that'd be nice.
Welsh bowman.
Welsh bowman sounds good.
The pickings at Steely Sean's alehouse are as barren as a snow landscape. You don't think that there's anybody here who's willing to go with you into the depths of Gunderholfen.
Okay.
It may be tough to convince mercenaries to even accompany you across the Ganfell swamps.
What's their typical rate for the excursion? Is it a few gold a day?
It's 1 gold per person per day to guide you across the swamps. Also of note, anybody who does not have a house should pay 2.1 gold pieces, or half of that if you do have a house. And if you have a horse, stables are 5 silver per day per mount.
You guys okay with offering double to see if we can get some?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Let's see if 2 gold will get anyone.
Might have to buy them some winter coats. Maybe a nice.
Well, I mean, if they've got 2 gold, I think they can buy coats. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember how much. Okay.
We should start a winter coat business. Make
That's
lots
right.
of money.
Is there anything else you'd like to do while in Longfelt the night before your expedition?
I have a week of rations. I have a bunch of oil. I have a tent and a bedroll. I have winter stuff.
Yeah.
I think I'm good otherwise. So if we can't find anyone to go into the dungeon with us, we should have enough frontliners, right? We've got Mulchy, Ralston, and if we want, we can bring Padrax, Lieutenant.
Oh yeah, his orc hobgoblin.
Yeah, and we also have the dwarven statue.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
I have 2
We have
people.
Marathgear.
I hope his little clay arms can move in this cold, icy snow.
Well, it should be warmer in the dungeon. It's like a cavern.
How many
probably
people?
stay,
Do you want me to just bring my hobgoblin, or do you want me to bring my dogman?
I think
I'd say
a
the
hobgoblin. Yeah, the hobgoblin's probably fine.
a little beefier.
Just as a quick note, I didn't post results from last week. I don't think you got any notable treasure or did any real combat.
I think that's correct.
That sounds right.
But I'd like everyone to get 100 XP.
right.
just for exploration. And then also Ross gets 100 XP for calling, Jake gets 100 XP for mapping, and I think somebody else might have made a map too.
He should get 200 XP since he made so many maps.
53 XP away from level 3.
Nice.
I tell you what, if you
Let's go
draw
kill something.
interesting,
Let's go.
and post it, I'll give you enough XP to level.
I will post a pic of my pitiful attempt to hand draw hexes and populate them.
I'm interested in this a lot.
Perfect.
Yeah, because I cannot draw. I am a musician, but I have no visual art skill.
I made a picture of Ralston spelunking into the latrine, and it was, as much as you could expect. It was terrible.
Man, you should have seen if you go to the Lioness thread, you can see Nostromo's meme from Friday. It was pretty awesome.
That dude is wild.
Anyway, to quote Zach from 2 weeks ago, Nostromo's my hero. He's so funny. Anyway, so if there's nothing else you'd like to do tonight, make your preparations for the morning. Declare who you're bringing, what you're bringing, gold you're bringing, and then we'll set out on the 2nd of A-Rock, in bulk of A-Rock.
I'm bringing my wagon and my war horse and my regular horse.
Hey, I would like to. I think I'm gonna call that hobgoblin meatloaf because he smells like meatloaf.
Oh, and my tent. Everyone's gear can go into the wagon. Does everyone have a horse, or is everyone like doing Lamborghinis?
Hey, I could bring my kobold shaman as an extra spellcaster because I think I've learned all his spells I can learn.
True.
I think I learned them.
The kobold shaman actually can cast cleric scrolls as well. When you guys currently don't have anybody who can cast cleric scrolls.
I'll just hang on to that in the future. But that's I'm actually kind of thinking to get rid of him because he's
okay.
That's the problem.
He's technically a cleric. He's technically not a magic user.
Hey, does Osric, what we're playing, does it have a change class convention?
I don't think so. Swords and Wizardry doesn't have it. Then I would think not. But I honestly don't know if Swords and Wizardry has
For
one.
humans, there's a dual class thing. I think you're able to get to a certain level as like a fighter and then start again at 1 as something else. But I've yet to have one of my players try it, so I haven't learned it that well.
I'm generally anti multi-class or class changing myself. He's beautiful.
He's
got a huge mustache. He's been growing it out. He's got icicles and boogers.
Anyway, okay. So you're bringing Marathgear.
Yes.
You're bringing the cart and assorted horses.
Yeah.
Padraig, are you bringing any goobers?
Yes, the hobgoblin. I'm looking for his info. I'm working on that. Jingus.
Such a dumb name, man. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, that's a character.
That's a proud hobgoblin name, sir.
Yeah.
So it's like their equivalent of like a biblical name.
Right.
An ancient hobgoblin name.
Yeah.
Okay. It is the 2nd of Imbolc of A-Rock. And you are to set out. Didn't bring you back to Longfeld, that's my bad. Bow train. Where
Yes.
do you go?
Okay, so we are going to take that. Let me get my map open here. I believe it's the northeastern road. What I can see here.
There's a southeastern and northwestern road.
Oh,
and then the southeastern road splits into a northeastern road.
Oh, I see. Okay, so guys, we typically go southeast first, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay, give me 1 second.
To the hoary frosts of the swamps.
Great day to kill some leeches, guys.
That's right.
It is.
Hey, those things are lucrative.
They are. So much XP, so much loot.
The travel is hard and dangerous. Were you less competent adventurers, you may have sprained ankles and twisted shoulders. But as it stands, nothing bad has happened in your adventure yet. It is getting to be about 7 p.m. and it is starting to darken. It is still bitter cold, and you'll need to prepare to rest for the evening.
All right. Is there anything that we can see visually that would offer any kind of superior shelter around here, or is it just kind of wherever we plop down?
It is a blanket of white.
Okay.
There are a few scraggly trees dotting the landscape.
Okay.
But there's probably 4 or 5 inches of snow on the ground.
Okay.
Enough to seriously impede any identifiable landmarks.
Okay. Shall we plop down in tent here?
Yep.
Okay. I can take first watch. Who wants to take second?
I'll take second.
I guess I can stay. I can do it with Marath gear. I don't know if you guys want to double up.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I'll double up with Ralston.
Okay.
We should first watch check the perimeter, see if there's any footprints in the general area.
In the snow, yeah.
Okay.
Send our thieves out.
Anything's been here recently?
It's not completely smooth, but there doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary. Your standard fare of foxes and hares and things pitter-pattering across the snow. Nothing especially monstrous or stand out to you.
Oh, I would love a couple of brace of conies right now. Those snow rabbits look great.
Well, if you want to go catch them, be my guest.
Your night passes without event. It is now the 3rd of Imbolc of Arock.
I hope we get there soon.
It is once again dark. It's roughly 7 p.m. and your trip has been arduous. Were it not for the regular milestone markers on the path, conveniently having been made out of long-lasting materials and not simple wood and straw, you would have gotten lost 10 times over.
Passed out.
As fate would have it, there is clear markers along the path.
The ghost of my old master coming to me as I pass out in the snow.
Your rest goes uneventfully. It is now the 4th of Imbolc of Arock. And sure enough, as the sun is high in the sky, baleful and bleak, the fog heavy around you, low-lying mists freezing on your brow, and your thick Welsh mustaches, Gunderholfen Hill comes into view, and all of its glory.
Excellent.
It actually looks rather inconspicuous this time of year. You are on the south side of the hill. There is a cluster of sandy stone ruins about halfway up the hill. Notably, in such thick snow, there is no paths visible to you.
Mm. So when we went in the goblin entrance, guys, that was past here, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Northeast of here.
Yeah, it's on the north side of the hill.
Okay.
Past
so
the
maybe we
top
should
ruins.
make out in that general direction.
Yes.
Hope we can navigate there based on having been there before.
I think the ruins have risers or something that rise into the air. You should be able to see them. And bear to the right or left. I think they're in the middle, back of them.
What do you do?
All right, so north side of the hill, we said, Varga?
Yeah, I think that's like if we go around the hill to the other side of it, it should be northeast of the dark ruins on the north side of the hill.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll head off in that direction.
Okay.
Yeah, like, don't you go toward you go up the hill in that direction towards those ruins, and then there's a glade or a valley, and then you look back, right? And then there's a stone with a... Right? Am I crazy?
That's to the...
That would be the Kobold entrance. They're looking for the...
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys are looking
Goblin
for...
entrance.
I'm
Goblin
sorry.
entrance.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
You're able to make it out with relative ease. It's actually not that hidden if you know where to look.
Okay.
Oh, could you
Let's
press
not run into
spacebar?
one of those.
Oh, I sure can.
Okay.
And you know what? I'll go as far as to say that I will.
Nice.
All right. Russ, what is your hobgoblin wearing?
They had hobgoblin armor. What I'd had was AC 15 for that with movement rate 90 as a base base movement rate 9.
Okay. As you approach the portcullis, behind which are many goblinoid guards, they will refuse to open the portcullis for you, based on the fact that you travel with one of their ancient and mortal foes.
Oh boy.
You guys want to try to do a Chewbacca on the Death Star kind of thing?
Sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fine. That's
Sure.
What did he do? Wear a large black robe and walk around?
a prisoner.
How about you have him prostrate in front of the goblins, have him dance, have him do a little handstand, and show that
We have
he's
a prisoner.
I actually... Hold on here. Oh boy. This is a little bit of a conflict. We didn't think this through, did we?
Mm-mm.
I don't know how... And I'm not going to ask, and I'm this is fun for me. I don't know the limits of Charm Person. So, like, just like constantly humiliating something, I don't know what's going to happen. What do you all think?
Well, what if we say I can try to chat with him in Goblin and say he's our prisoner and he's actually going to be our guide because our plan is to go into the orange layer and finish all of them.
Yeah, I mean
tonight.
that is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone have manacles on them or something?
I don't.
Got rope. Tie him up.
Yeah.
It's still
Yeah,
my
we got-
refuse, yeah.
We got plenty of rope.
Yeah. All right, let's tie him up. And I'll try that, Reverend Chris. I'll just say in Goblin to them that we've brought this prisoner back with us as a guide because our plan is to move through their lair tonight and finish all of them so that we can complete our contract with Chieftain Yurt.
This is satisfactory to them. One of them skedaddles off really quickly. He said he's going to go double check with the chief. And he comes back and he says the chief has told him that you need to have more than one escort if you're going to be lugging this guy around. He's got to be tied up. You
That's fine.
gotta put him in handcuffs. Got to put him in rope. Hang on. Let me.
Padraig, you think he'll tolerate that?
He's actually brought manacles back from their prison cells for use in shackling this hobgoblin warrior, this once proud bearer of the great Genghis name.
That's a tough one. I will, of course, do it if you guys want and if it's the only option. I'm trying to think of a way out of it. This is a hobgoblin. If we do this and there are any limits to charm person, this will get closer to that. I am concerned that we'll lose this companion.
Yeah. And we can't speak to him in a language that they won't get. They'll find that suspicious anyway.
No, he knows common. Well, some of them know common too, don't
Yeah,
they?
common.
None of these goblins here know common.
Oh.
Ah.
I mean, maybe we can let him know that we're going to free him once we get to our destination. This is just a ruse.
I think that's reasonable. Captain Genghis, because he's the captain of my guard. We cannot visit justice on these enemies yet. We intend to play a ruse on them. I regret that it will only appear that you are not the captain of my house guard. But we must appear as something we are not for a time. And actually, do you guys have more manacles? Or
No.
rope or something?
I have rope.
Okay. Tie me up too.
Rope.
Tie me up too.
Yeah. All right.
Genghis thinks about it for 4.5 seconds. He's not very bright, but he goes, I think I get I'm picking up what you're putting down. He goes, sometimes it's not cowardly to fight smartly, as though he's ever fought smartly in his entire life.
Yeah.
He acquiesces to being manacled.
Okay. Actually, if the goblins have more manacles, I would demand they give us more.
Well, this guy runs off again. And he comes back, and he's got another pair of manacles. And he says, in his goblinoid language, he says, "All right, this is our last pair, though. Don't lose it."
I lean over to Ralston. I was like, I can't see a damn thing now.
Whoever, I think William speaks Goblin, right?
Yes.
Okay, William's given the keys. He's the trust. He's the head of he's the chief of the menfolk that come down into their warrens.
Okay. All right, I thank them. We've got the keys. And everybody is restrained right now?
Yep.
Including Patrick.
Well, for some reason, I don't understand that, but
It's better to not ask.
You don't see the vision yet.
Play along, Ralston.
All right, these guys deftly point out where their trap is. They come down here.
We're on the move.
Stores open. They give a weird, like, goblin salute. It's like sort of like this.
Well, I hate that.
Don't say you.
Yeah. No, their captain doesn't really like it either, but he does it. He does
Oh,
it
was
well.
it goblin-y?
Are these? Never mind.
They seem to their anatomy is innately different. So like they have like double jointed shoulders, so they can really get their arm behind and bring it around.
So they're super gross then. Great.
Yeah, so you know, this is something they've thought about a lot. In the history of goblinoid warfare, a salute like this isn't enough. You can have a weapon up here that he can just grab and stab you with. So he has to really like pop his shoulder, like dislocate his shoulder, and it's sort of morphed into this tradition. And nobody's happy about it, least of all you. All right, let's put you there for a second. I just have to make sure that everything is good.
You ever drink sheep's blood before, man? It's very good.
NPC banter.
Who's in the back going, I can't see what's going on there. What are these guys talking about? Why are they tying each other up? Oh, no.
Okay. I just realized I don't have music for you guys. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I hear it.
We got something going.
Is there music? I'm not hearing music.
I call it the Great Snake.
Monasterium Imperi Edenium Archives.
It's the Great Metal Snake.
Yeah.
Weird. I'm not hearing it. Bummer. All right. Well, as long as you guys are hearing it, that's good.
Sometimes
switch
I
it
have
up
to
for us.
refresh the browser window for some reason.
Well, I'm not
I
in
don't know
a
if that's
browser
what it is.
window. I'm in a. I get the admin controls.
Oh, you're in the fancy foundry thing. Yeah, I don't know.
You have found yourself facing a portcullis. It is closed, and the lever on the other side is switched in the up position.
Okay. I believe last time we got through this without issue, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we William will give it a one over just to make sure everything looks the same as last week, and if so, we should lift this up.
Well, it doesn't look the same as 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
There are two immediately noticeable differences. The first is the portcullis is closed. The second is that there is no body here.
Okay. Does the lever look the same?
It is in the up position.
It's in the up position. What do you guys think?
I think have people ready to shoot when the door opens if the portcullis makes noise, but we pull the lever and.
Okay.
Yeah, let's put our clothy and light wires behind these pillars so our numbers aren't discovered immediately. And then they can pop around them and go, gotcha.
The lever is about 5 feet past the portcullis. How do you intend to switch it?
Okay. How about this? Can William go up the wall a bit? Like the northern or southern wall, doesn't matter. Well, how about the southern wall? Because the lever's on that side, I assume. And see if anything looks awry over the top. Any wires, any funny mechanisms.
The portcullis is set into all 4 surfaces. It goes deeper than the floor. It presumably retracts up into the ceiling, and then it is set into the sides as well.
Okay.
Does anybody have a 10-foot pole?
I do.
Okay, well that definitely reaches 5 feet, and it should be no big deal at all to just simply tie a half square knot or of rope and just there you go.
So it is.
Had to get my car into my car like this many a time.
You don't even have to tie any sort of knot. It's in the up position. So you stick it through, ka-tunk, and the portcullis silently opens. You are faced with a door.
All right. I'm going to listen at the door.
What is your listening percentage?
That's a good question. Where is William?
It'll be 2 and 6 for a thief, right?
Second level now, so third, 3 and 6. Yeah.
Okay. You don't hear anything behind the door.
Okay. All right. Who wants? Let's set up our marching order.
I'll be in front.
I want to be in front too.
I'll be in
My
front.
best friend
Mulchy in the front. So Vargar and Padrag in the middle. Thieves in the back.
What about our hobgoblin captain?
Oh, that's true. Should we free him now, Padrag?
And your clay golem.
I'm gonna put
if you could please
Rask here in
free
the
us.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
Yeah,
free
we
our
are.
pseudo prisoners and put
We gotta try them.
Marathgear rear guard.
Yeah, pseudo prisoners, definitely.
Mhm.
Who is opening the door?
I will.
All right, Ralston opens the door. You are met with an empty room.
Oh,
Won't be the last. Let's do it.
There is evidence of people having been here. Some old cups, dusty on the rims, filled with rancid liquid. Some rotting dried meat, and some oddly shaped hexagonal bone slivers.
Hexagonal
Oh.
bone slivers. What is that?
They appear to have tally marks on them. Some have 5, some have 3, some have 1.
Gambling. The gamblers, remember?
That's right. That's right. Okay.
Bunch of bone flippers.
All right, I'll take a listen at that northern door.
You do not hear anything beyond the door.
All right, guys, should we open it?
My
Just as
turn.
a bit of housekeeping, who is holding a light sword?
I can do that.
Okay. And what are you holding?
I will hold a lantern, a bullseye lantern.
Mulchi opens the door and he's met with another door.
Oh.
You know, just looking at Vargar's map, should we check the eastern wall for any levers, studs?
Probably wouldn't
Maybe
be a bad idea.
tap on it gently. I'm wondering if there's a secret door on that side or a secret room on that
Pretty
side.
good.
Of the last room or in this hallway?
I think either one, like, could have something on the eastern.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down. I'm down for that.
Yeah, between the lot of you can accomplish all of that in one turn. This whole side of
Okay.
the wall.
Yeah,
You don't
let's-
find anything
Okay.
out of ordinary. This is all hewn directly out of black limestone. The walls, interestingly enough, while they're physically carved out of the wall, they are shaped and engraved to make it look like they're made of cut stones. Maybe just an aesthetic choice, or maybe something more sinister. There's a door to the north.
All right, shall we move through?
Yeah.
Who is choosing to open this door?
I'll do it.
Ralston opens the door, and there is a small antechamber. To the north, there is a staircase. At the bottom, you can see is a hallway of sandy, stoned floor. Several types of fungus growing on the walls. On the west wall of this room is a banner, rudely drawn, depicting hobgoblins killing humans. Scrawled at the bottom of the banner in common is "What Negruf done at Hingraf."
Hingraf.
Now, hey, is that really a language? Maybe it's something like as simple as just Pig Latin to us, you know? I don't know. Maybe it's not another
Yeah.
language. Maybe we can just figure it out by flipping some letters around, or...
Yeah, no, it's in common.
Oh, okay, yes, sir.
You would understand it as saying what Negruf did at Hrungath, but it's misspelled and the handwriting is terrible.
Not something a collector would be interested in.
No, probably not.
So, what do you guys say we go north and then turn east towards that jail and then try to move?
I was looking at the same map, yeah.
Yeah, continue
Yeah.
to move east past there and see what's in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so let's go up until we hit that fork, then turn right.
Give me 1 second. Okay. You can see at the top of the stairs, through the barred doors, that there are two hobgoblins who are engrossed in gambling. They have not yet noticed you. This room is well illuminated, so they don't notice your lantern light either.
What do you think? Do we ambush them?
And there's a portcullis between us and them, right?
It's a door with a barred window.
Okay.
It looks like it will pull towards you.
Padraig, do you think this is worth a spell, or do you think we should just...
Genghis, do you recognize these? I'm going to say that a lot. In the acid for intel.
Yeah. He leans over and he points at the further one. He says, that there's Chinky. And he points at the one closer to you. Says, that one's Minus.
Are they just guards? Or,
He nods and said, ain't nothing special about him.
we should slay them, shouldn't we? No, I don't think we should waste a spell yet. I think.
Okay.
Of course, we
Yeah,
don't know
that
what's
sounds
over
right.
there, but
Yeah.
He readies his halberd and says, whatever you says, boss.
Well, I'm wondering if we can have him signal to them and have them come through and then just open fire.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Hide behind the corners if we can.
If you were to have him signal, they would definitely see you through this window. There's nowhere to hide in this hallway.
Got it.
unless
we could just
unless we make the bullseye lantern a narrow single light by Genghis, because that's what a bullseye lantern can do.
Yeah, blind them.
Well, they can. I'm sorry, they can see us. But yes, yeah, never mind. That's silly. They can see
Well,
us.
give me a second.
All monsters can see in the dark. Yeah, my bad.
That's also true. I was gonna say, I was gonna ask how far a torch could see, because there's a torchlight in here, but it might not reach 60 feet. It might only reach to like.
Yeah, we could just turn ours off.
Might only reach to like here, but they do have dark vision. Yeah, no, they can see in the dark.
Yeah. Well, why don't we just line up next to the door on either side of it, like here and here, and then have Genghis right here, and then just as soon as they step through, we just do a gauntlet of a melee.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is that your playing group color?
Yes, I like that plan.
Okay. Genghis himself knocks at the door and peers through and motions them to come through. They open the door and walk through. As you beset upon them, they are surprised. Let me just double check their numbers. I don't think that this is unreasonable to just like bash him in one turn, so I don't think I'm even going to make you roll for it, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, they're very low health too, so they are successfully clobbered and subdued.
Awesome.
In that order. And then I assume killed.
Yes.
You are now in what appears to be a jail cell. This room is split in two by a long row of bars running from west to east across the room. There's a grate near the north wall that covers a pit filled with feces and urine. There's a crank on the north wall. There is nothing and nobody in the cell.
Sorry, what is a crank?
Just like a
Oh, like a crank. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Probably could
our
have used my words
accents-
to describe that, but I went
Our,
with
our
sounds.
accents were not getting along for a second. My New Yorker came out, and I was like, "What is this guy talking about?"
Before we
A
leave these
winch.
bodies,
Yeah.
That didn't help.
I want to search them.
Yes.
Yeah.
They each have on them 12 copper pieces and 4 golden doubloons.
Oh, nice.
Man,
They
I'm
were
glad
each
you're
holding
a
a
mirror.
halberd.
Yeah.
They're each holding a halberd, and they had hobgoblin-sized and shaped armor as chainmail. It can be successfully retrofitted to fit a human, but it will take a week of downtime and like 10 gold.
Okay. Anyone need chain?
No.
Okay. All right. So
I think you guys have like a set of magical ring mail languishing in storage because nobody wants it.
I think Multi. I thought Multi was running magic.
Oh,
give
he
it-
might be.
I loaned it to Paydrag so he can his house guards can wear it.
Oh, that's right.
That's one of the lamest magic items I've ever rolled from a random table.
I loved it.
Yeah.
A
for a
plus
couple
one
weeks.
ring mail is so lame.
It was my only
not
home for a
good.
couple weeks.
It's as good as chainmail.
yeah.
Right.
It'd be great if can thieves wear it?
No,
No,
thieves can
think
only wear
so.
leather.
Yeah.
Leather.
Genuinely, I think a plus one leather would have been better because thieves could
Yeah.
wear that.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see here. There is another one of these doors on the other side of the guard room.
Okay. What do you guys think that crank does? Toilet?
Makes loud noise and makes the guards come.
Could be the flush. Could be the flusher.
Does
I'm
it?
not
Does
going-
it open the jail?
Let's not find out.
You would actually know that the crank is what opens the jail. You rescued a guy from the jail cell.
Oh, that's right.
That's
That's
how you
right.
use
That's
it.
right.
Yeah. FYI, I'm not going into that pit.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Right before exhaustion kicks in. I'm going in the pit.
Going to the pit.
All right. So let's take a listen at that door with the bars, which
You shouldn't
and
need to. You can see right through the bars. There's nothing on the other
there's
side.
nothing there. All right. You guys want to move through?
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
All right. You are in a naturally formed part of the cave. This is a pillar over here.
Okay.
It is fairly uneventful, except in this area, in this beyond this pillar, you can see what looks to be in the alcove of this area behind a natural column is a patch of a yellow growth on the wall.
Don't do it, guys.
Yeah. Let's not
No.
go near that.
That just
No.
automatically sounds bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, didn't we have a rumor, or am I getting all my OSR games that all tell me not to touch the yellow mold mixed up?
I mean, I don't think I would touch it. If I,
No. Bad idea.
It tastes like lemons.
yeah.
I feel like that's
The last
not
thing you
even
taste.
a rumor. That's just good advice.
Well-
that's just sound dungeoneering advice.
Right. Don't eat or drink anything.
I actually think I'm going to try to text some of it.
Oh, don't eat it.
Have your guy do it for you. That's why you have him.
Yeah, we're
It's like, I'll
glad.
help, sir.
Well, first of
I'll
all, I'll ask him what it is. So I'm going to keep asking him about intel. Unless he, didn't work around here.
He looks at it and he looks at you and goes, "I wouldn't touch that, boss."
Okay, I'm not going to touch that. Never mind.
He
I was
says
thinking I
Finty
could-
touched it and he didn't make it.
Oh, all right. Well,
Yeah. All right. So it looks like is that a wall to the south where things terminate, or it just keeps
To the
going?
south, it appears that the natural cavern splits off into two directions.
Okay.
roll the dice.
And there was nothing else in that alcove.
Didn't appear to be so.
The mapper wants to know.
Yep.
The mold
all
is
the
in
good
the
stuff is-
or the yellow thing.
I won't cheat you. I'll show you. It's just a little
Okay.
little
Okay.
cut
Cool.
out there.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Cool.
All right. Let's move south then.
Yes.
Choose
Okay.
your path.
Yeah, would you like to go left or right?
Sir, perhaps a nice listen here at the crossroads may prove fruitful. Or not. Let's
We could
go
take
ahead.
a listen. Sure.
Yeah, probably wouldn't hurt.
We could take a pause and take a listen.
Okay. You don't hear anything at the crossroads here. Wait, yeah, no, you don't hear anything at the crossroads here. Yeah, there is nothing particularly interesting in this area. More roughly hewn stone, maybe natural cave formations, or maybe just unfinished parts of the complex.
Okay. And to the southeast, it keeps going.
Yes, it keeps going in both directions, southeast and to the southwest.
You guys want to go southeast first?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, very wise. Randomly choosing.
You said to the southeast, this way?
Yeah.
Okay. You are in a hallway. There is a door to the southwest, a staircase leading up to the northeast, and there appears to be a turn there. Let me make sure. There's nothing else of particular note in this hallway.
Door.
You like the door, Mulchy?
That's a world of doors, my friend.
Yeah.
All right. It's a simple iron-banded, heavy wooden door. It's in disrepair, but still sturdy.
All right. William takes a listen.
All right.
And while I'm there, I'm also going to check for traps.
I'll also take a listen.
Okay. There doesn't appear to be any traps, and you cannot hear anything on the other side.
I think it's Malty's turn. I open the door.
Okay.
Hey, you got any smooth tunes for us, Dungeon?
Oh, are you out of tunes?
It's
Yeah.
working for me.
Oh,
I can still hear him.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
right.
I had to reload it though. Oh,
Cool.
Yeah, I just keep reloading when it stops.
There we go.
yeah.
That is because I do not have it on repeat.
Oh.
There we go. Now I do. Give me a second. I'm sensing a discrepancy between my map and my... Oh, no, there is no discrepancy. I'm a fool. Apologies. You open the door
Oh. Hello.
and are gret with many foes. These ones are not distracted by drink or gambling, and they all rise. Jeez, apologies. They all rise to greet you with weapons and violence. Please declare any spells.
William the Wise, what do you think? So here's the thing. If we think we're gonna try to clear a whole swath, we might want to save this because there might be a spellcaster or something like that, or a larger monster. If we don't think we're gonna clear the whole thing or clear a large portion of it, to possibly save the life of a character tonight, I should cast sleep. We risk losing someone right now if we
Yeah. How many sleeps do you have?
just one. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm level 2. I'm crazy. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I forgot that I was level 2. I have 2 sleeps,
Oh.
I think.
You
should.
Yeah, you should. You might
You
also
better.
have some scrolls.
We also have scrolls, but I mean, I know we don't
Yeah.
waste those, but I'm sorry, I have 2 sleeps. Yeah, I have 2. Yeah, you want me to
All right,
cast
so
it?
maybe we should just... Yeah, let's just do it.
Sleep. So
Okay, please roll your initiative for me.
Shields up, Ralston. Let the
Oh,
wizard
no.
William
speak
gets a
strange
1.
language.
I think, right?
Yeah.
They are faster than you. They leap to fight you. I am on a sneezing fit.
Same.
Well,
I am so sorry. This is incredibly
It's all good.
unprofessional. Okay.
Get it out. Get it. That was a good one.
Yeah, they're all great. Love them. Okay. They are all going to move to melee. One of them has a halberd. They can otherwise stack 2 apiece in this area. So
Can we get any shots off in our missiles phase?
no, they have the movement initiative.
Okay.
They're on you before you can draw.
Does our second rank have any reach weapons? And if not, then you guys should step back. They got
Genghis
halberd.
has a halberd.
I've got a spear. I'll be in the second rank.
You will
Send
become a
Marathgear
target,
to the front.
possibly.
Okay, Marathgear is heading up to the front. So it's Marathgear and it's Ralston and it's Multi in the front.
Yes, sir, I believe so.
Yep. Ralston's
Genghis can
Ram.
fit within the same grid square in a second rank.
Right. All right. These guys are all sort of fanned out like this. They are going to attack. The 2 in the front have falchions. Okay. So they're going to attack. But they both miss. And then the one in the second rank has a halberd. That is a halberd. He's going to attack Genghis. But he's going to miss. Or not Genghis, Ralston. He's going to miss. It is now
That's so
your
wrong.
melee phase.
All right. How many hit dice did these gentlemen have?
These are all... These are all 1-hit die creatures.
Okay,
Nice.
so
Let's blast them, buddy.
I will attack thrice.
I laugh at them. Nice
That's a
falchion.
miss. That's a miss.
Face my longsword, fool.
I believe that's a 15 to hit.
Yes. Yeah, it is armor class 15. Target
That's
AC.
a 1 hit.
I hit for 6.
I also
And-
hit for 6.
Okay,
And
this
I
one
roll
died.
1d8. 8 points of damage on one of those men.
Ooh, he is not dead.
Nice. He's a tough son of a gun.
He's hurting though. 8 points of damage.
Now, any other attacks? Everyone attacked? Okay, your sleep spell goes off.
Only 3 go to sleep.
Nice. Well,
Which ones?
If I can control it, I'll try to target only the ones that haven't been struck.
You can control it.
So like I suppose the back rank.
Yeah.
Or these over here, this one here, this one, and this one.
Would you like to target specifically the one with the halberd?
Yeah, yeah.
good call. Thank you for reminding us. Yeah, those halberds threaten our second rank.
All right, it is now the second phase of initiative combat. Declare any spells.
I'm good.
Okay.
Good feeling about this one, guys.
Yeah. Same. I got a good feeling.
you roll your initiative?
Oh, here we go.
Beat a 4.
Oof.
D6.
Oof.
You did not.
Oh,
All right. The first thing that's going to happen is this guy's going to move up. He's going to be tossed out of the way. This door is going to open, and 2 more Big Macs are going to run into the room. Now, what are they holding?
Like bows.
Ooh, they're holding spears, the both of them.
Okay.
Ham
They're
hocks.
going to run up. He's going to be tossed out of the way. They will take up position in the second rank. Any movement or missile fire?
Can I do missile fire?
If you miss, you will likely strike one of your friends.
Aren't you in melee up front with me?
Yeah, I'm
You
in
are
melee
also
up front.
locked in melee.
Yeah, so no.
It is now the melee phase. 2 of them will swipe with falchions at Ralston and Dingus, or Ralston and Mulchi respectively. Does
That is a miss.
15 hit? I don't think that they do.
No.
No.
2 spears come flashing forward at Ralston and Mulchi.
Ooh, that's a hit.
Ooh,
That's a hit.
Do look like they're
That's,
gonna hit.
that's a hit.
And that is 1d6 plus 1.
Okay.
Mulchi, please take 3 damage. Ralston, please take. Mulchi take 4. Ralston takes 3. It's now
Okay.
your melee phase. Please make your attack rolls and deal your damage. Just let me know where you want it to go.
Okay, I will go in the front rank.
Yeah, attack whatever he attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
1.
let's focus fire.
That's a hit.
ooh.
That's a miss.
Okay, I have a natural 20.
That's
Others
a
don't.
hit. 2 hits.
I did
That is-
5.
That will be
5
enough to
points.
drop him.
5 points to one gentleman and 1 point to the other one.
That will be enough to drop him.
Do Marathgear and Jingus
Oh.
wanna?
Oh, that's
Play.
right. Wrathgear's up in the
Yeah.
front. Yeah, can
Yeah.
he? Let's let him get in there. Yes.
By all means.
I forgot. Sorry.
I don't
about
have his
that.
numbers right in front of me. Give me a second. He attacks. He attacks at +3, and he deals a 1d4 plus 1.
Ooh.
Nice.
I'd like to see that.
1d4 plus 1?
Yes.
Oh.
That actually is enough to kill this one.
Nice.
Incredible.
Let's go.
He is very wimpy.
Yeah, Marathgear. I wish you had vocal cords. You could roar right now.
Please, you know what? He is going to make a morale check. He is gonna fail miserably.
Yeah, double 6s. This is
So
bad for us, guys.
Everyone gets an attack as he tries to run away. 1 free attack.
It's good for
1
us.
free attack. Yeah, I'll attack.
Ooh,
That's a hit.
That's good.
come on. Oh, God.
8 points of damage on one of them.
That will kill him.
I just like
Thank
reach
God
out
we got
and
Rouse in there.
Knocked
him.
down as he tries to flee.
I ever tell you guys Rouse is my best friend. He's so good.
Okay. Slow Train, could you roll a d6 for me, please?
Yep.
Okay. It is movement and missile phase.
I say move in to finish him off.
I was about to say, like, the 2 that are sleeping, Cutter's just gonna go up to one and just start stabbing.
Wait, what is
Oh,
this?
there's-
Wait, hold on. What does this room look like?
Yeah. From your vantage point, you can see inside the room perfectly fine. From your vantage point, you can see that it appears to be some sort of guard post. There were hobgoblins drinking and gambling at a table, and the 2 that were not partaking with them were presumably the sergeant at arms and his assistant.
And the reinforcements came from that eastern door, right?
Yeah.
The reinforcements did come from this direction.
Okay. So west, I'm a little bit worried about. South, I'm a
Yeah.
little bit worried about.
I'll say we nail those doors shut.
Yeah. And everyone else in here is asleep, right?
Yeah. You have.
Until we
You're gonna
kill them.
move the dead ones away from the sleeping ones.
Okay, we dispatch them, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. As you are going to dispatch them, this door opens. Two of these guys run in. And they are out for blood. They're out for vengeance. Oops, moving the guys around all the time. They're each holding wicked, crude-looking morning stars, implements of chaos, ready to mete out death and doom. You actually do have the initiative order on them.
Okay.
And I'll say you're close enough to engage in melee with them if you like.
Oh, I can do that.
Marathgear goes up.
Give them the bonk.
That's a hit.
I wasn't ready for these guys.
That's a hit.
Marathgear rolls a 12. What is...
1 point of damage on one gentleman, and 8 points on the other.
What was there to hit armor class?
15.
Oh, okay. And his attack is +3 to hit?
Yes.
Okay, so 12 plus 3 is 15. I guess he hits.
Mm-hmm.
1 point of damage.
Okay.
Marathgear again deals 2 points of damage.
This guy's gonna flee. This
Now,
one is still alive.
Hold up. Yeah, I missed.
Okay.
Can we all get
Anybody who's engaged in melee with him can get a free attack as he attempts to run away.
and I will do so.
That will kill him, no matter what
Okay.
is you roll.
Marathgear swings
Alright.
again.
There's no more reinforcements coming. You guys are out of combat now.
Okay.
You can slit throats. Get
Yeah,
loot.
let's slit all the
Hey,
throats.
Hey, boss, you want me to take care of these sleeping ones? I say as I take out my dagger.
Do it.
Barker's
search
already
him.
doing it. He's still pissed about Jeremiah.
Yeah, right?
You see Cutter over there just gleefully stabbing one of them.
Rip in peace, Jeremiah Jim.
We should search these guys too.
Yeah.
Good idea. They each have 11 copper pennies and 8 gold doubloons on them.
Okay.
Except for the sergeant and his assistant. They each have 13 copper pennies and 8 gold doubloons.
Nice.
The reinforcements from the eastern door have 10 copper pieces and 6 gold pieces. And the ones from the western door have 10 copper pieces and 4 gold pieces.
What's the total? It was 12 copper. Do we want the copper or we just want the gold?
We'll use the copper to bribe the goblins.
Yeah, we
you
can
want
give
to
it
share?
to
I actually need
give
it for the
your-
Kobold King.
Oh, yeah, the Kobold King, yeah.
Okay,
I don't think we
cool.
should inflate the money system into the goblins. We gotta keep them hungry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
never
that's right.
do math in public. Now watch as I try to do math in public. 44 copper pieces plus 26 copper pieces is 70 copper pieces plus 20
We'll give
copper
the copper-
pieces is 90 copper pieces plus 20 copper pieces, 110 copper pieces. Then 12 plus 16 is 28 plus 32 is 60. Sorry guys. Plus 8, 68 gold pieces. I'm on it.
Sweet.
If my numbers are wrong, consider it bank error in your favor. Collect
Round up.
$200.
We'll save the copper for the kobolds.
Yeah, sorry, I had to pull from 3 different room descriptions because you guys got reinforcements from 3 different rooms.
I love it. Anything on the table? Just playing cards or something?
The same bone gambling chips you saw in 2 other rooms so far. These hobgoblins love gambling. They're obsessed with it, man. I don't know who brought it into their lives. Maybe gambling is an inherent force of chaos. You think about that, all right? That'll preach.
You're right.
True.
Now they're
Let's
gambling.
roll some dice and see how we do.
Right?
How many coins was it? Sorry.
110 copper pieces and 68 gold pieces.
So it's like 180. So it's 18 pounds of coins. I can carry that, guys. So without any trouble.
If you, Roth, if you want to keep track,
powerful.
It's 76 gold total since we started, and 134 copper since we started.
Okay, so all together, that's what 200, which is what 20. Let's say 22 pounds.
21 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah. 21
Still no
pounds so
problem.
far.
Yeah. Thank you.
You also have Marathgear, who carries who has 18 strength for the purpose of carrying things, and he is wearing no equipment.
Wow.
So he has 335 or 350 strength, I believe, or 350 pounds he can carry.
Oh yeah, he's our pack horse.
Yeah, 350 pounds.
Nice.
We should get some saddlebags for him. Yeah.
Right.
All right, so let's take a listen at that southern door.
Yeah.
By all means.
So we nail these other doors shut, so reinforcements
Yeah, let's
can't
close
get through.
them. I like that idea.
Yeah, we close it and pack them shut.
All right.
I'll do that. You're listening at the door.
You can't hear anything beyond this door.
Okay. So once we've got all the other doors closed and spiked, let's move on south.
I think the west door may lead to the other corridor. Remember when we made a choice a couple of decisions back? Yeah.
That sounds right.
Door opens to a corridor that extends past your lantern light.
This ain't good, boys. I don't like it.
Shall we proceed, or you want to go the other way, Malchi?
I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm getting bad vibes.
I think if we go that way, we should tap the floor.
Yeah, I've got a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, but I'm happy to go. This is all new, so whichever way we go is good.
Yeah.
And it's an easy map. Just bloop, straight down.
Yep. Yeah. Got that 60 feet of hallway.
Thank you, sir.
The corridor continues. I'll save you the trouble. Down roughly another 60 feet or so, and it terminates in a right turn at the end of your lantern light. You just barely see a wall at the end. There is also a slight turn here to the left.
We should look on this floor. These long corridors are exactly where they place traps.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, tapping hasn't revealed anything, and you've got further down the hallway with no issues.
Okay.
They're right here.
How you doing health-wise, Mulchi?
5 out of 9.
All right. You still got that cure potion of cure?
Oh my god.
Light winds? Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 9 out of 12.
Oh, I remember you guys giving that to me.
I'm golden for right now.
Might be a good time to take it. Yeah, you're right.
Colin, which way do you go?
I like west.
Okay. Walking carefully down the hallway. Nothing eventful seems to happen. There's a torch illuminating this room. I'll bring you up here. I'll describe to you what it is you see. There's a 3-foot tall barricade of rocks forming a low wall across this passage. Beyond is a high-ceilinged natural cavern divided in two by a natural column. Several lit torches are placed around the walls, while dirty sleeping mats are scattered about the sand floor. It appears there are hobgoblins sleeping.
Oh,
There's a lot of them, but they seem to be either young hobgoblins or slender female hobgoblins.
I just ominously take out a dagger.
How do we feel about?
We have it's in his name. I mean, like we've got a guy for this.
Yeah.
We do have
How
two
fast
thieves.
and quiet will it be, though?
This does seem like good thiefy work. However, I have seen this situation where thieves specifically go ahead to something that makes sense like this, and then they just get mowed down. I think I've seen that 3 times.
I mean, yeah, that's why I'm not immediately rushing in to do it.
It's going to make a lot of noise, too, if there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
If
all
you
the
choose-
gurgling and
If you choose to do
squirting.
cutter work, I will demand a move silently check. But if you pass the 1, I will take that for as many of these as you want to slay.
And we have 2 thieves, don't we?
You guys are both 12. Move of 12, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to take the risk of us laying an ambush with like arrows ready, and then you guys try to do some wet work, and if it fails, then you move north and shift fire right?
Both level 2, so we have an equal chance, I suppose.
Yeah, our move
Yeah.
silently isn't so hot.
Yeah, that's the only issue I kind of have with that. It's a good idea, though. Like the ambush idea, because if it goes south, we can actually
Let's be
at
behind the
least
wall.
have a chance, maybe. But I don't know. It's kind of...
They're also like laying there asleep. We can also just toss like 5 oil pots on their sleeping bodies and just torch it really fast. And then if they
That's
want to,
that's
if they
true.
want to try to run on fire and come at us, then have at
Yeah,
it.
we got
you
'em.
know?
Yeah, that's
That
true.
would make a tremendous amount of noise.
Oh yes, no. That's the chaos option.
Yeah.
The rest of the hobgoblin, yeah, but it could also be very demoralizing.
I'm gonna propose. I mean, I'm not the thief, so this is really unfair. But I think if we prepare among the rocks and point our in case this torch goes out, we get our lantern here ready, and then prepare a position, and then you guys go up and start trying to slit some throats. And if it fails, you just run north, and then
I mean-
we start firing.
I will say, the one question is there treasure in that room?
Yeah, what is? Does it look like there's bric-a-brac or sacks or anything?
All you can see are a great many sleeping bodies scattered about, dirty sleeping mats and sand floors.
It's a room for the vampire.
I'll say right now, there's more than 40 individuals asleep.
Yeah. I think let's not wake them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're sleeping to the south or the east?
They are sleeping in here to the
Okay, that whole area.
And what is this right here?
That's a barricade of stones, about 3 feet tall.
What's the ceiling look like?
Ceiling is naturally formed cavern, quite high ceiling actually. It's probably 20 to 25 feet high.
Okay. Man,
Higher than most of the ceilings you've experienced so far.
I'm not. I've not leveled up enough to obtain. I cast explosive. That would be nice.
Fireball.
Yeah, magic
Fireball.
missile, fireball. I do have magic missile, but I don't have it right now. But
You aren't Magnus tier. Every encounter is met with I declare lightning bolt.
yeah, you just hear him go lightning bolt. That's it.
Yeah,
That's like half the
way he
session.
says it's so
Half the
quiet.
session, Richard sent something, and he goes, lightning bolt. Like that's it.
That's his whole game.
Go watch the Robin
Damn.
out the kids. That's exactly what it is. He literally
It worked.
lightning bolt. It's so quiet.
I've seen it.
It's
I've
awesome.
seen him do it.
It's so awesome. There was one time when we encountered a bunch of random goblins in a cave after discovering this huge horde, and there was like 6 or 12 of them or whatever. And we're like, "What do we do?" And he goes, I declare lightning bolt. And somebody else goes, we should really learn how to speak goblin. And he goes, yes, but until then, lightning bolt. Anyway, okay, so you're going to leave them be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
All
do
right.
that. Let's go back to
like,
normal.
unless you guys think there's a risk to that, I don't see the upside. I just see the risk.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah, this is all
Actually, I
risk.
agree with you. Yes.
Okay. Which way do you head from here, then?
Okay, so let's go south and then make that right turn towards the west.
It goes off to the southwest, and a corridor opens up to the north.
I like north.
Okay. There's a thin corridor, about 5 feet across, 10
Ooh.
feet deep. There's a door.
Okay, I'm gonna take a listen.
All right. Dead silence.
The guy over-
I'll also
under-
take a look. I would also take a listen.
Deader silence.
Well, okay, one of us is right. Maybe.
I think it's my turn to open the door.
All right.
You are in an empty room. There's a corridor penetrating to the north and a door to the west. It's not fully empty. The room contains several bedrolls and a couple of straw beds. A quiver lies in the southeast corner. Were you to search it, you would find it contains 13 arrows.
Are they specialized or are they?
They appear to be strikingly normal. Probably taken in a raid on a local town.
Do you want to split them, Will?
Sure.
Is it 13?
You can have 7. I'll take 6.
13.
Alright.
We'll each take 6 and we'll split the last one.
Cut it in half.
I like that idea. We can make.
I'll take all the arrowheads. You can take all the feathers, the fletching.
Why don't we take that corridor north and see if it hooks back up with...
All right. It opens into a room, which is a natural cave formation.
Oh.
Yeah, it goes up to the north, and then there's a door to the west.
Let's keep going north.
Okay.
Do non-doors first, and then we'll deal with doors.
Neither of you are surprised. There stands a lone hobgoblin sentry in this room. Declare any spells. Well, hold on. You're in a heavily armored force rolling up to him solo. He is terrified. He's dropping his weapons and he's cowering.
Ask him if he speaks common.
Great question.
Ask him where the treasure is.
He does not speak common. But hobgoblin is a subsect. It's like a regional dialect of goblinoid.
Right.
So, Padraig, can we have our friend confer with him? Maybe let him know that we don't need to harm him if he's willing to comply with our needs.
Yes. Tell him he's welcome if he can. I don't know, actually. Jingus, are you... Would you find him worthy?
Oh boy, what a good question. What a really good question. Jingus says any sniveling fool who would drop his weapons instead of fighting to the death is of no use to you, master.
Just so.
Okay.
Nonetheless, tell him the opposite. Just that he... Oh gosh, that's another chaotic act. I'm gonna run out of chaos points. Oh my gosh.
You're not lying
it's
to the
good though.
church.
It's good though. It's good. It's a good one.
Good to be bad.
Oh.
I'll remind you, Ross. When I said earlier that you would have gotten 100 XP plus 100 for color, you actually should have gotten 99 for each of those things.
I know. I did the math. I have modified it. Oh, I thought you meant to my XP bonus. I will keep that in mind as well. But
Yeah,
it's
it's applied before your XP bonus.
oh
so,
wow, minus 1% total gross for the gross amount, and then plus 10%.
Right.
Yes, that makes sense. Because okay, all right. Oof. I mean, this is easy enough. He's a monster. We're gonna kill him. Just tell him. He needs to.
Barger will just say, "Paydrag, there's no need to bandy words here." He'll draw his sickle and cut this guy's throat.
Okay. I was gonna say just. No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Right.
The cruel thing would be to tell him that he is good.
I was thinking I was gonna say
he
you can do a quick death or but that's still chaos. We're getting into chaos at that point.
When you're setting up like slave pit fights, yeah, I think.
Yeah.
All right, he is deader than the silence of the previous door.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
No, you're good.
I got too much chaos on me already. Can't do it yet.
You reek of it.
Let's search him quickly and.
Yeah.
Hey, look, if we're doing chaos, these things have air. I can scalp them and sell them.
Let's not do that.
He has 11 copper pennies and 8 gold pieces on him. There is a door to the north.
All right, let's take a listen at that northern door, and then move through.
You hear nothing on the other side of the door.
I will also take a listen before we open it. If that's okay.
It's already open.
Okay.
You also hear nothing, conveniently, on the other side of the door. There is a door to your east. There's also a lit torch. Hold on, let me describe this room real quick. Okay.
Let's check the door to the east, because I believe that's the door where we killed everyone.
In the southwest corner is a poorly drawn, half-rotting banner depicting a brawny hobgoblin seated on a throne.
He's a brawny lad.
How big is the banner?
It's huge. It's probably 7 foot by 4 feet.
Okay.
How'd you accentuate the wall shadows so much? They're awesome.
Very carefully. Next question.
So is that banner hanging on a wall, Reverend Chris?
It appears to be so.
All right, I'm gonna take a peek behind it.
You have revealed a hidden passageway.
Oh shit.
Nice. Good job.
Cool.
You can tell by the shadows of the wall.
Place is full of odd shadows. Which way do you go, group caller?
Let's check out that passageway. Unless Vargar, do you want to open the door to the east first? Just to confirm
I trust
connection?
my map. How could I have gotten it wrong?
Okay, let's take that passageway.
All right. Is a diagonal corridor. Stretches down for some 60 feet before terminating in a door.
All right, let's listen here.
You hear nothing.
Morphe,
think-
you want to open?
Launch opens the door unless you got other ideas, call it.
No, I think we should open it.
Cool. Oh shit.
I don't see anything. Oh, hello.
Let me
Get better
describe
sleep.
to you what you see. Orange light from braziers bathes this smoky room, sending strange shadows, flickering across 4 massive columns and a huge, crudely carved statue of a hobgoblin deity on one wall. A row of incense sticks in front of the statue sends streams of smoke swirling throughout the room. A squat throne, stone, flanked by banners and occupied by a surly hobgoblin, stands by another wall. On either side of the hobgoblin stands more menacing, battle-scarred hobgoblins, one in sigil and bone-decorated robes.
Ooh, yeah, kill him first.
What scrolls did you guys buy? I considered them a group thing, and you guys bought them. I don't have them written down.
They're good.
Magic
We want sleep.
Missile and 2 of Sleep, I believe. But I didn't write it down.
Yeah, we did buy sleep though.
Yeah.
All right, so we're at the doorway. Is anyone surprised?
No.
Are they happy to see us?
Of note, they have not bum-rushed you with weapons drawn yet.
I say we announce the masters beneath and tell them that, the true, what do you call it? I don't know, arbiters, vicars of their gods have come.
Lay down your arms.
So who are the masters beneath, Patrick?
Oh,
Us.
that's us.
Us. That's
Okay.
us. Yeah.
Okay, so you want to... Are we going for intimidation or are we going for parlay?
I would throw out. I kind of think. I mean, I'm willing to go for it, which is to say, intimidation, and if it fails, to go
Okay.
ahead. But I don't know what you guys think. I mean, obviously
Yeah,
it's
let's-
risky,
yeah.
especially with the shaman. So I think it starts with attempting a sleep and hoping the shaman doesn't get something crazy off first. Like if the shaman gets a sleep off, the campaign could just end. Like that'd be it.
Yep.
So there's a risk. And then in a second round, if there's some of them asleep and then you guys enter melee and the shaman's still alive, I'm thinking magic missile to keep them from casting and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so William puts on his boomy voice and he says in Goblin, he says, "We have come to claim this space. You should lay down your arms. Do not attempt to engage with us." And I point over to Marathgear and I say, "We bring one of the ancient ones to do our bidding. Do not be unwise."
The one on the throne that Jingus helpfully points out to Padrak, that's Chief Negriff. Reclines lazily and says, "Where should we go? We fought for this home and we've lived here for a long time. What do you want from us? What do you want us to do? This is where we live. This is our home."
I say, where you go is not our concern, but I do not recommend attempting to go where Chief Yurt is.
He strokes a patchy, misshapen amount of hair on his lower chin that he would probably call a beard. He thinks about it. 1 second passes. A few seconds passes. Man, give me a second. I'm trying to think. He says the only way that we're giving this place up as if we had somewhere else to go, and we'd rather fight to the death than leave our home. He also says that's not the only option, though. He says if there's somewhere else that you think would be safe for us, we'd happily go. This place is not safe. All sorts of disgusting, terrible abominations rise up from the lower floors all the time and raid us. Not to mention the goblins and the kobolds constantly fighting for territory and food and wealth down here. It's a nightmare, honestly, but we can't go anywhere else. Everywhere else is worse.
They could join Podrag's compound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I will pay for workers to dig. This is how the next campaign gets made, you see.
Right, this is how the next villain turns
This is
out.
Gunderholfen 2.0, you know.
Yeah, you're the next big bad we have to go kill.
What if we
Sure.
double cross the goblins right here now, and we lead this
Yeah.
force into their territory and take it?
So I thought that too. That could be a thing because the goblins don't seem that great anyway.
No, they're not.
No, and these guys are pulling the heartstrings, so I like them better.
Yeah.
But I do like the idea. I just want to throw this out there. I love marching an army too. Like that's always
Yeah.
good. So to say,
Yeah.
hey, join us. Let's conquer something together, and we will establish something permanent.
Yes.
I'm always leading an army of monsters to do stuff is always a fun thing too.
Yeah.
And we could like take one of his, a trusted person, if he doesn't trust Genghis, which I suppose he wouldn't, and say, let us show you a promised land. Let us seize it together and establish you there. And then we could have like a hobgoblin stronghold. It could be even like that dungeon we went in with the crate.
Oh yeah.
Now that one seems a little above these guys' pay grade. I'm just saying I like the concept of like, all right, yeah, let's work together and have a march on something that benefits both of us. Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
The shaman looks to the chief, and chief holds up his hand, and they confer for a second. And he says, there is something that my associate has informed me of. He says, to the south of the swamps in the forest, there is a group of our kin who have overtaken an old fortress down there. They conduct regular raids from that area. It might be possible for us to go and seek aid from them.
Barger's gonna also confer and say, no. We have to. That is where the druid circle is, and that I would prefer if we do not further befoul that forest with more hobgoblins.
So, Padrag, I should then say maybe something like that sounds okay, but I need to offer them something back. So join us, and where will they?
These are also hobgoblins, so offering them to go and slaughter their kin and take all of their stuff and for food and riches, and then to go elsewhere is not, these are chaotic creatures, so they could actually serve your purpose in that regard. We could literally march on that grove and reestablish it.
Yeah, you know that unless you can have a more permanent place for them to reside, they probably won't live anywhere near civilization for more than 2 or 3 weeks.
And we don't want them to bother human settlements anyways.
Right.
I like the idea of actually, I just am enamored with the idea of leading an army of hobgoblins.
Yes.
So just like, I'm down with waiting and finding one, because I'm like, the goblins didn't offer us that. That's awesome.
That's true.
Right.
That
Yeah.
being
Then we would-
said, I will say there are a few things that chaotic creatures like this will acquiesce to. They make good bodyguards. They make good raiders. They make good warriors, things like that. Presumably, a chieftain of this level, especially one with a shaman, would demand some level of autonomy. But they're familiar with hierarchical structures. And at this point, you've convinced them that you're much stronger than they are. Between the hobgoblin that you have as like a representative, between the clearly alien being that Padrag is, especially between with Mrathgear there, you have a group as large as theirs, more imposing and worthwhile fighting. Give me a second.
I love this.
Yeah, I think he's right.
I
Yeah.
mean,
It's good.
We're gonna have
I like even Mulchy's idea of just like why are we friends with the goblins? Just because it worked out and they mostly were
It just
passive.
worked out, yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
kind of,
we-
they kind of
It was a
kinda
new
suck.
entryway.
We were passing through, and it was just like, okay,
convenient.
let's say something to them that isn't a fight.
I think for now, if they should, if there was some means of them saying, I don't know if this is possible with these beings, but it would be cool if they could just let us explore, like without being harassed.
Molested. Yeah.
That would be kind of
And we'll-
cool. And then like,
And we're-
yeah, I like the idea of. I don't. The thing about the goblin thing is, I don't know if it's a good idea to do it right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what they. Do we know? Do we have that area mapped out? Do we have an idea of what we're up against with the goblins?
Not too
We
well,
know.
right? We've already set the precedent of marching one of the hobgoblins through with rope. What if we marched 5 or 6 with kind of lightly tied rope?
right. Or,
Having
or
a ruse
more.
would be cool. Yeah, I like the idea.
And a shaman, and then goblin shaman or a hobgoblin shaman.
Yeah, or somebody important. I mean, maybe even
Yeah.
the dude himself, and then like take him to the Goblin King, and then just slaughter them all.
Yeah.
But I'm down to, I have 1 spell left, so without using scrolls. So
They did mention some kind of foul beast coming up from below. Maybe we can have them lead us to wherever their incursion is happening and
I
just
do like
scout a
that
little
too.
bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sure.
Tell us of this beast too.
It's not anything specific. All manner of ting come from below. You can surmise that somewhere on this level is a passage to the next, to the lower level.
Oh man, that's even more valuable. Like this stuff, small fries even. That means better treasure and possibly finding that 4th level and all kinds of stuff. Also, by our rules, unless this turned against us or changed, if we found that, we could guide ourselves there and start there. And start...
Assuming that the territory is not controlled by a hostile force.
Right.
So if you turn the hobgoblins hostile against you and don't, pretty much eliminate all the fighting hobgoblin men in the area,
Yeah.
you would still need to know your way through.
And
because
what
it
a,
would still
what a
be
great deal. Let me pitch this out to you, Williams. Tell me what you think. Guide us down to the next lower level. Let us have safe passage. We'll prove to you our strength further, and then we will look for a good home for you. And then if you're willing to fight for it again, and it'll be a better one.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Yeah, let's pitch that to them.
He confers a little bit with the shaman quietly. He can't hear it. And he slowly nods. He says, I think that sounds all right. As long as you're not hostile or aggressive to us or my men in any way, we have no immediate quarrel with you.
Excellent.
All right. That's good.
They're all speaking Goblin, right? So I lean over to Ralston like, if we get to kill him now, or
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm ready. I got my hand
I
on my
don't know.
sword,
I
like I'm
mean,
ready.
I mean,
Wow.
this might be bad.
I just rolled for it. None of these guys speak common.
All right.
Good. Okay, the Ganos instead is being fools in the back.
All right. So shall we have them take us to that wherever the lower level is?
Yeah, at least scout it out.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go check it out.
He sends you with an escort through this eastern door, then through a southern corridor. Takes you through an open south door here into a hallway. Leads diagonally southwest to southern corridor. And then there's a small chasm. It looks like a wall, but it's a chasm, trust me. Let me accurately describe this here. The tunnel joins a natural cave system here. A narrow, railless wooden bridge crosses a 15-foot wide gorge. The chamber and passage beyond are thick with stalactites and stalagmites. Numerous glowing fungi can be seen clinging to the ceilings and walls. It's actually quite beautiful. The passage continues for some 180 feet before it comes to a cavern with a spiral staircase descending into the earth. So, I'll show you. This is just a rough approximation, but there's a natural pillar here. It's just a bunch of cave systems over here. It doesn't need to be super accurate, Jake.
Cool.
There's a spiral staircase all the way down here.
Oh man, it's cool, you all. Finding
Yes.
a way down into Gunderholfen is cool.
Yeah, especially unmolested. Should we give the hobgoblins the go-ahead to the goblins?
I mean, they didn't do it before. They had a reason, probably, right? Because it
Yeah.
looks like they were much better organized.
Yeah. Might be a simple matter of numbers.
Yeah, let's ask them. Let's maybe we should head back and ask them why they haven't done that.
I'll tell you as you're heading back there. The two big reasons why the goblins are able to hold their own is by strength of cunning and force of numbers. The goblins are much more numerically in favor. The hobgoblins are notably stronger than the goblins, but the goblins have all sorts of tricks up their sleeves. They are great at making traps. They are great at using ambush tactics, backstabbing and flanking. These things are things that hobgoblins understand, but at this point in time, they just don't generally have to use those tactics. And even if they tried, the goblins would use them against them. It would sort of turn the tables on them. So it's not that they're scared. It's just there's got to be a better way to fight them without losing much of their force. This isn't a fully fledged war band. Negref here is referred to as chief, but he's also referred to as captain. This is not a hobgoblin general. He would control a much larger hobgoblin war band, but this guy's more war chief.
All right, so shall we explore around here a bit more?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go flesh out the floor.
Do you want to do that like as a being escorted?
What do you think, Padraig?
Whether or not we should get escorted down there or not?
Yeah.
I think it's always a good idea because it shows them they should treat us that way. They should treat us as with that level of honor.
All right, let's do it escorted then.
No funny business. Now watch him with the hawk.
Okay. The only places that they would show you that you haven't already seen is the male's quarters and the kitchen. So your escort bring you through this way, up this way. He's very concerned by the murdered hobgoblin there.
Maybe, yeah, we spared their women and children, right? Maybe that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. That's a
He
plus in our
would
book.
try to bring you through here, but is confused as to why this door is locked.
Maybe we should tell him we got this.
Yeah.
Chief Negriff does not want you wandering around the halls unattended.
Okay.
He leads you to the north here. He'll show you the kitchen. Describe what you see in here. This room has 2 blazing fireplaces on the south wall and a grate near the north wall. There are 10 female hobgoblins and 20 young here preparing food. Also, it'll bring you back out, up a flight of stairs to a small room here. This is one of the males' quarters. Sleeping mats, personal belongings, and several spears are spread around this area. It will also bring you into this room, where there's a hobgoblin. This is another section of males' quarters. This room contains 6 sleeping mats and an assortment of personal belongings. Hobgoblins lounging on a mat, napping. Jingus informs you that his name is Haunteth. Those are all the areas that they're willing to show you.
Fair enough.
All right. So it's 7:50. What do you guys think we should do with the remaining time?
We should go and get that next level down there and see what's down there.
Yeah.
Take a peek. All right, let's go take a peek.
If we're, Willie, can you ask him if there's any quick passage out from this level?
Yeah, let's ask him that. Is there a quick way out of this level?
Yes, there is. He brings you up here. Through here. Tries the door again. He's not very bright. Through this room. Confused at all the dead goblins. Or hobgoblins. He notices this door down here has been locked from the inside. Has been staked from the inside. He rips those stakes out, opens the door. There's a portcullis here. I'll describe what you see. This portcullis is raised but can be lowered if attacked. Natural passage slopes up here, up from here to the surface. It runs about 200 feet before exiting in a concealed gully on the western side of Gunderholfen Hill. Or no, sorry, on the eastern side of Gunderholfen Hill. It doubles back.
Wow.
Cool. So we don't have to go through the goblins.
Yeah. We just deal with the hobgoblins.
I like that. All right. So should we take a dip down those steps and then head
Let's.
out?
And there's
Yeah,
nothing outside, like, you know, like if we look outside, there's not going to be like, I don't know, like a wyvern's nest or some crazy thing.
The only thing you'd recognize on the western side of Gunderholfen Hill is a set of ruins set about halfway up the hill.
Okay, yeah, that's familiar, so that's good.
I do not have mapped out the second level here, but if you're okay with it, we can do 15-20 minutes of Theater of the Mind.
Yeah.
Do it.
Let me get my iPad.
I like this interstitial. I hope that's okay.
Can you give me a token?
Oh, you can't see?
Yeah, I can't see either.
That's so embarrassing. How about now?
Oh.
There we
yeah,
go.
I like it.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
That's probably what Ralston's gonna like face when he goes down there. It's like, oh no.
This is true generally of level 2. Most of level 2 consists of natural limestone caverns. The man-made sections are constructed of roughly hewn stone, usually black or gray in color. The floors are stone covered by a light layer of dirt and small rocks. Ceilings are 8 feet tall in tunnels, 12 feet in rooms, unless otherwise indicated. The natural cave tunnels vary in width from 5 feet to 12 feet, and generally have ceilings of 6 feet to 15 feet in height. The caverns are generally 15 or more feet in height. The caves are extremely moist and damp, with stalagmites and stalactites growing in profusion. All right.
Okay.
Maybe a water source up above our heads, a river, or a.
My thing to draw with. Okay, procreate. Drawing guide. Listed. Okay, sir, I'm ready. Sorry.
All right. The staircase opens into a grand columned hall with a 50-foot high arched ceiling. Hundreds of bones are scattered about the floor. The staircase is on the eastern side. The hallway is 40 feet by. It's 40 feet lengthwise. Okay, north to south, it's 40 feet. Got it.
Wide.
90 feet.
Oh.
There's 5 columns interspersed in 20-foot intervals. Or like 15 feet intervals.
And the staircase comes in on the east side, on the south, and the north?
You are on the east side of this large room. On the west side, 10 feet from the south, set into the west side, is a pair of doors. Give me 1 second.
Is that the only
north?
set of? Go on.
Yes. You've descended about 100 feet, by the way.
Holy crap!
In the northeast corner, the floor is covered in droppings and smells of urine.
That's nice.
Of course.
What kind of droppings?
Impossible to say.
Humanoid? Okay.
Well, I guess it's not impossible to say that they're not humanoid.
And just one more time for clarification, it is a east-west hallway or north-south hallway?
It is a hallway that is 90 feet going east to west.
All right, got you. That's
and
what
40 feet north to south.
Yeah.
I think something big lives down here, guys.
Yep.
And it's not Mochi.
No, it's not mulchy.
It's not mulchy yet.
All right. And then
I'd like to think Ralston's
after-
actually pretty slender.
after 90 feet, it just terminates in a wall.
There's a door on that wall, offset to the south. So it's only 10 feet. 10 feet up the wall. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Is there anything up in the top of this room, like any giant spidery looking arachnid type thing?
Oh.
Nothing you can see. Oh. What? You're kidding. Alright, I'll have to put it into Dungeon Scroll later. But I do have an unkeyed map for you.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh no, I can't, because then you'll just be able to see through the walls, and that's lame.
Yep.
Never mind. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, you guys want to go check out that door?
Do it.
Okay.
I love doors.
Yeah. It's a double door, 10 feet wide, made out of light stone, probably hollowed or very thin. Who would like to open the door?
I will.
Okay. The door grinds open. You are in a hallway that is 10 feet north to south, 80 feet east to west.
How high are the ceilings here?
About 12 feet.
Okay. That's weirdly reassuring.
Dwarf size, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, just a lot of them. They're wide.
We're in the devil's basement. The Underdark.
Let me describe to you what you see. Lying on the floor next to the double doors is a sack filled with cloth.
Ooh.
Okay.
Brought it with my spear. See if anything comes out of it. Does it jingle jangle?
It appears to be a sack filled with cloth.
Dump that sack out.
Yeah, okay, I'll pick it up, dump it out.
It appears to be a sack next to a pile of cloth.
Well,
Man.
Totally plain cloth, no markings, no engravings.
Oh my gosh.
you
Reverend
can see.
Christopher being like Zorg, like as a text-based adventure referee is the
That's-
best thing ever.
That's
the
absolutely
highlight of
my
week. It's the
inspiration for this
best.
stuff.
Maybe our hobgoblin can sniff the clothes and find whoever wore them last. And does he have those powers, Patrick? Like a bloodhound?
He sneezes. It smells like cloth.
He's a big sneezer.
It's dusty. Yeah, he's got a big nose.
All right. You guys want to keep exploring down this hall? So it's just a 80-foot long
Yeah.
hall, right? If that's the
far as you
case,
can tell.
this would be a good place for a pit trap. About halfway through.
Can I look through the shirts real quick? I want to see if they're goblin size.
It's not even
size.
literally just like scrap cloth.
Okay.
The whole thing ends up weighing about 10, 15 pounds if it's all stuffed into the cloth. This is a big sack. Don't get me wrong.
Wow. How weird.
I suggest both, like using the 10-foot pole, and also what's the ceiling like?
yeah.
It's about
12
12 feet high, and it is of roughly hewn stone. It has not the time nor care as the upper levels have had. So you want to set down the hallway using the 10-foot pole?
I think so.
After you get about 10 feet from the door, you are suddenly flung back towards the double doors by a great gust of wind. Everyone, please do a saving throw for me.
Love it.
Oh my god.
12.
I think got it.
14.
Is there a button for saving throw or just roll a 20?
Just roll a 20 and try
Yeah.
to get over your number.
Oh,
Yep,
my-
got
I
mine.
made mine.
Made mine, thank gosh.
I made mine.
Below
I
mine.
made mine.
Oh
Whoever
god.
failed, please take 2 points of damage.
Oh.
Oof.
This is related to the fall, not the wind.
Banged his head against the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 2 out of 4.
It makes sense. He's probably lighter than us. He's not wearing heavy armor. Whoa. I like
It
when random
appears-
rolls make sense.
It appears to stay for about a minute. Howling gusts of wind apparently from nowhere.
I just get up, taking out a dagger. I'm gonna put whoever did that. Oh, I think I hit him.
Strange wizardry down here. I don't like it. Smells bad.
All right. So it's 8:04, guys. Do you think we should turn around?
Well, 2, 3, 4, 5. How far into that hall did that occur?
About 10 feet away from the double doors.
There's double doors at the end?
There's double doors on the western side. You just came through
10
them.
feet in. Okay.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we can't see what's beyond in the darkness then. And you said it's an otherwise featureless hallway, so
Yeah.
we need detect magic.
I cast detect magic.
Aha! How about that?
Oh, look at the big brain on.
There doesn't appear to be a trigger, but the very hallway is enchanted with some sort of ancient dwarven magic.
Oh.
Okay. If I look at the stack of cloths, do they seem mundane? Do they have some sort? Yeah. Okay.
It appears to be a sack full of cloths.
We happen to have a creature who is dwarven magic with us in our group.
He is glowing like a light bulb. He's very magical.
This hallway may be his cousin.
Did he get blown backwards?
Yeah. Did he get
yeah.
blown back?
He didn't take any damage though.
Oh,
Okay.
He more or less slid backwards.
Fascinating. This is the only way we know down so far, and we do not know a way across around through that. We have to, and I mean, so there are no other features to the hallway, right? You said so.
Did
Yeah,
we,
no.
did we feel a depression or anything when someone step on a stone that?
No.
Okay.
Like I said, it's the hallway itself in that area is lighting up. There doesn't appear to be some sort of trigger mechanism that lights up.
What is our light source right now? Is it lantern or torch?
Bullseye lantern held by one
Perhaps-
Padrag Profound.
Light a torch and something different will happen. Cloth burns. Maybe cloth is there. You just pick it up and burn it.
Try it. There might also be some. We moved through that big hallway pretty quick.
Yeah. They're really wide. I mean, we could check
Yeah.
the other extremes.
Is a map getting shown somewhere? Or are you guys just freeballing it?
The mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll show this. This is what I got. That's not showing.
Yeah, it's blurring out on us.
Yeah.
It's whenever you have the background blurred, it won't really cut through.
Let's see.
I think we need to learn more. We don't have anything else, you know?
Yeah.
Except that there were I agree that the previous room we didn't search, and there were pillars and stuff.
Let's go do it.
Yeah. I still should have detect magic going. Does anything in here light up?
In the big hall, the grand hall there.
Yeah.
And how many pillars?
5 on the north side and 5 on the south side. Set about 15 feet apart from each other. I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. I'm gonna make an executive referee decision and say that this is a mechanism via magic and not mechanical. On the north wall appears to be a secret door. There's a small white stone that also glows near the north wall.
Wait.
What do you see, Vagro?
It's on the floor, the small white stone.
Oh.
And by small, it's
White
like
stone.
5 feet across.
Okay. So
5
it's
feet in
not
diameter.
not part of the floor or the wall.
Yeah.
It looks like it probably depresses.
Okay.
I'll point it out, and I'll ask Ralston for his pole.
Of course.
You should poke that. I think it'll do something.
I do.
And I'll
I do.
step to the backside of one of these pillars while he does so.
I do. I do it.
The stone depresses a little bit upon tapping it, and then you have to push quite a bit of force. It probably takes 50 or 60 pounds of force to actually depress it fully, and the stone door on the north wall opens up. It's pretty much in the northeast corner. It's about 20 feet from the eastern wall. Opens into a small hallway, 5 foot by 5 foot, before opening into a bigger room that is 10 foot by 10 foot. The bigger room is 20 foot by 30 foot. So 20 foot north to south, 30 foot east to west.
Wait, I'm sorry. It's 20 feet from the western wall. So
Yes.
Okay. And then how wide and did you say it was the room?
10 foot by 10 foot hallway. And then north to south, it's 20 feet. East, then the room is east to west is 30 feet.
Maybe we enter right in the middle of it.
There's a short
inside.
hallway that leads right in the middle of it. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So I got the hallway and then the room again. Sorry.
Is north to south 20 feet,
Okay.
east to west 30 feet.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. And then what are the contents of the room? And the height of it? And any exits?
Yeah. You guys all walking through?
Yeah.
Yeah, Machi pushes in with Ralston at the side.
Yeah.
Okay. The walls are covered in bas relief featuring dwarves making weapons and constructing great underground halls. In the northeast corner is a metal trapdoor with a pull handle. An iron ladder descends 100 feet down.
Oh,
Oh.
that's a lot of feet. All right.
Me at Woodstock.
Darkness.
And so was there another portal or door in here?
No.
Okay.
Just a way down deeper.
Wow.
A descent into the earth. It would be madness.
What could go wrong?
I mean, nothing.
You should be asking yourself, what can go right?
I will tell my guy to go climb that 100-foot ladder down there and find out.
You can see in the dark, right?
Yes, he can. And then come back
Yeah.
and tell us what's down there. And if we can secure that way down, then we could have ourselves a place to explore next session. That'd be pretty amazing.
It takes him a while, climbing all the way down there and then all the way back up. Hold on. I gotta make sure he doesn't die down there.
Okay. Let us know what happens.
Yeah, he comes back up. He said it's probably 100 feet down. There were some rats, and there's a corpse of an ogre. Its skull was crushed, and it was sliced to bits. Probably dead for about a week.
Lovely.
Says, nah, I mean it when I say sliced to bits. It was truly gruesome. Like, I'm not just talking like stabbed or slashed. Like, it looked like somebody hated this thing. Like most of these cuts were after its death type of thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, It was dead and somebody kept hacking.
Yes. Very well done, Captain Jingus. You've done well. I will make sure that you're rewarded very well when we return. I kind of think we should climb down there.
Yeah.
That's what we're here to do.
Yeah, exactly.
And
All right, let's take a look.
take a look around and secure it for next time and be able to, but we're punching above our weight at that point. We're on level 3 and there are
Yeah.
ogres and I'm
Maybe-
okay. I'm
maybe-
okay with
Oh,
that.
there's one ogre, and he's
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, and
Yeah, something killed
very
that thing,
clearly
yeah.
telegraphed that this thing that an ogre was ripped apart. So I mean, yeah,
And that may be level 3. Maybe we may be skipping a level.
that's
Yeah,
100
true
feet's
too.
a long
that's
way.
what I was just wondering.
Yeah.
What if that's level 4?
Yeah.
Maybe
But it's all-
something that hates ogres as much as we do, and will be our friend.
I mean,
I'm
Hey.
thinking we're out of friends. I think
Yeah.
we're leaving the friend zone.
I'm happy to go down and take a look.
Yeah, let's go.
And then I'm moving at 12, so or I can if needed. So
Okay,
All right,
climbing
let's check
down the
it out.
ladder,
doo-doo.
I'll describe to you the room. It is 40 feet north to south.
I'm sorry. I gotta make a new map here.
You're okay.
All right. Let's see. We need drawing guide and. All right. Whoa. Wait. Oh my gosh.
Our group name should have been Cat Butt.
I'm sorry. He's big. He's very big.
He likes
Alright.
the attention.
In this economy? Okay, it is 40 feet north to south, 50 feet east to west. On the western side of the room, set directly in the middle, is double doors, each 5 foot, so about 10 feet of double doors.
on the western side.
Yep. Offset from the direct middle of the south by a factor of 5 feet is a set of double doors, 10 feet in width.
To the west or east. Offset.
That's to the south.
Okay. So on the south wall.
Yep. In the northeast corner of this room is a metal ladder that passes up through a circular hole in the ceiling. In the center of the room is an ogre corpse. This ogre has been cut up savagely, and its skull is totally crushed. It has been dead for about a week and is starting to rot.
Did it have anything on him? No.
No.
Ogres. What do we know about ogres?
The big.
Big, powerful,
Big.
and stupid.
Do they like shinies
Stupid.
or
No. I like killing.
like killing, huh?
They love meat,
Meat.
especially meat of people like you.
I'm so sweet.
You guys would push luck any further here, or I mean, I don't know. That's what we're here to do.
I say we
Yeah.
owe it to the ogres.
Yeah.
All right.
And then just
Open
that.
the door. Let's open the door.
Your door, any door.
Is it Mulchy or who might want to open?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Last one I opened, we made friends with the hobgoblins.
Yeah. I'll do it.
Which door?
Oh shit! What?
Whichever one. Caller.
So there
Where do you
were
wanna go?
two double doors, right?
West and south, sir.
West and south. I like south.
All right. I'll open the south door.
To the south is a room, 30 feet north to south by 20 feet east to west. More of a hallway. On the west and east walls of this hall are 2 bas relief murals depicting dwarves mining, feasting, and smithing.
And the double door enters right in the middle.
Yep, and there's an identical set of double doors to the south.
All right. One more south, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's up? Ralston?
Mulchy!
Mulchy.
Mulchy.
South side kind of guy. Let's go.
South side.
All right. This is a room. 50 feet north to south by 60 feet east to west. There is a double door opposite the room to the south. There are doors east and west, set in the center of the room, 5 feet across. They are constructed entirely of iron.
Oof. Maybe we save those for next week.
Yeah.
In the middle of this broad chamber, lying on the gray dirt floor, are the casualties of a recent battle. 3 white-furred, man-like creatures are sprawled around the corpse of a great ogre lying face down in the dirt. A gash wound runs across the ogre's back, and his hands still clasp the throat of his last white-furred victim. These corpses are 3 days old.
Am I getting my OSR games mixed up, or did we not encounter these things when we went into
We
the
just
Batcave?
encountered white-furred, man-like creatures in Ropanothic.
They also... It's totally sword and sorcery, I get it, but like, did we encounter these in the Batcave? What were the things in the Batcave?
Those were ghoul baboon.
Ghoul baboons, not to be confused with the enraged white-furred ogre-slaying baboons.
Yetis.
Different
Yes.
baboons.
Yes.
You gotta get your baboons right, Ross.
Exactly. No, we're... Yes. Okay,
It's
yes,
a
these
serious
things
spell.
will be hard to kill, I bet. And
Yes.
we will lose characters. So I don't know what to think about that.
Nah, you're a
Yeah.
level 2 magic user, you got it. You have 2 sleep spells now, Ross.
I do have some sleep spells. If
I
we
hope they're
want-
not 4 HD.
Yes,
Right.
exactly. Or even 3 HD, and we only put 1 or 2 to sleep. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I have mundane weapons.
Yeah. Do they have baboon-like faces?
No, not really.
Okay.
You cannot
They have
telegraph
face-like faces.
this lethality much harder than the author has.
Right.
Yeah. I think if we are feeling like we want to push our luck, we should just go see if there's any loot on those corpses, and then
Oh yeah.
let's get out of here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I like it. Let's search them.
Our druid man is wise.
There are nothing on these corpses.
He's our spiritual leader. And a thief at heart.
Yeah, we gotta get paid.
Right.
Sylvanas is hungry.
All right. So should we?
I will say
Yeah.
now that you are exhausted.
Yeah.
You're able to make it back safely to Longfelt.
And the hobgoblin exit works. Hooray!
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it does.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it does. Sorry.
My long-term plans are a wagon company. I also want to make jackets. Winter jackets, maybe some spring jackets. Also, those towns we went around and hung out with, there's lots of barley and rye everywhere in the fields. Maybe we get some of that, make some beer. We'll call it whatever town it is, style beer, like little craft beer things.
Mulch brew.
Maybe that's like 20 years down the line after we kill all the ogres, but
Okay, you have successfully survived another foray into Gunderholfen. Who can confirm for next week, Sunday,
I
at
can.
9
can.
p.m. EST?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I should be good.
Be
Yeah.
good.
Cool.
much good.
Our caller priority next week is Jake. You okay with that?
Yeah. Are you guys okay with going on Hobgoblin Fort?
Is it Druid Quest time?
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm happy. I also think that might get us some more resources and maybe put a couple of us up a level or two.
Right.
Yeah, before we go back.
Exactly.
But if you guys really want to go back into the pit, we can do that instead.
Let them do
No.
that on their own time.
All right, that's
You're
fine.
calling
Yeah.
next week, Jay.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm gonna and
Maybe
you can tell me if this is in game, but I would like see if I could get the birds to give me rough numbers, and then
I was just gonna suggest that.
yeah.
Maybe
I
ask
will
your
let
little
you know what they
birdies.
find. Put that in role play, and I'll let you know what they
Oh
do.
yeah. And then
Like
we can
Vargas,
fire some.
your
Yeah.
little birds.
Yeah.
Little birds have told me.
But yeah, I'm down.
Mythic Mountains RPG is a private online play club that focuses on folk RPGs. Folk RPGs are the games that belong to all of us. They're what actually happens at a table between friends. It's their voice that has the authority on what is fun and what works for them. Weekly, we upload our games to allow others to sit in with us. The channel isn't monetized. We don't own the artwork, music, software, or games shown in these actual plays, and you can find links to their authors in the description. Like, subscribe, and share if you wish, or don't. Just like games in person, you're welcome to pull up a chair, sit in, and watch some of our games. No performances, no fancy equipment, just regular people playing folk pencil and paper role-playing games and having a good time. We hope these games will prove a source of enjoyment to anyone just wanting to listen in, anyone looking for examples of how actual groups run and play folk RPGs, and most importantly, if you haven't found your group yet, you're welcome here at ours.